Happy Friday, everybody. Today is already April 2nd. I hope you had a good April Fool's yesterday. But more than anything, we are here to talk about the Emergency Relief Fund with El Concilio, City of Stockton, and all our amazing partners. We as a community are trying to help our families, and today we have a great special guest with Michael. Michael has been with us in the past, and today he's back with us again. He's one of our champions helping us with emergency relief fund that we are so blessed to be able to help the community locally here in the city of Stockton. But remember, if you are with San Joaquin County, talk to the county. If you're with Stanislaus County, talk to Stanislaus County. But more than anything, I know we have a lot of questions and information. And before I get to Michael real quick, I just want to remind everybody that this past week was Cesar Chavez Day. Check out Raza Talks on Facebook as you get to hear some amazing stories about who is Cesar Chavez. Talk about the leaders that walked with him, worked with him, and there's a special guest part of the Raza Talks. So thanks to the amazing team of Raza Talks on Facebook. Check it out. Listen to the stories and remember who Cesar Chavez is. And we're talking about helping our community. Well, right now we have a cool guest, Mr. Michael. Hi, Michael. How you doing?
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
So welcome to our El Concilio Facebook Live. We're so excited. You have been part of our team during the first round, and now we get you into the second round, which is so different. Can you tell us a little bit the difference between what we call the Emergency Relief Fund, the first phase, which was mortgage and rent, and then the second phase, which is a totally different process. Can you tell us a little bit about that first?
For first off, I would like to say that this one is more. This one is just strictly just rent. Last program I know that we had, it was for mortgage, and it was for mortgage and rental, of course. This one is just strictly just rent. Rent and a landlord. We're not doing rent to own or mortgages, just straight rent through the landlord. Um, Anything that if the landlord accepts to do the application, um, we will cover 80% of the funds that they are needed. The other 20% will have to be forgiven. Let's see. Anywhere from, I want to say April 1st, 2020 to March 31st, 2021 is what we're covering. So that's pretty much up to 12 months. It covers practically everything from that point to this point.
So a whole year worth, right? So since April 1st, 2020, you're behind on rent. People got laid off. They couldn't make their payments. So they can go as far back as that and see how much, some people were able to pay a little bit, not all of it, some of it. Some of our homeowners or landlords or property managers, they were really sweet. It's like, hey, we know we're in a pandemic. Give me what you can, right? And so we need to figure out how much people owe, what happened, and then it's important for everybody that's out there to work with the homeowner, the property management, whoever you pay rent with to kind of help you out. Is that correct?
Yes. Basically, it's going to be a joint partnership. Either the tenant could fill out the application first, then send the other side of the link to the landlord, or the landlord can do it first and then send it to the tenant, or the landlord can represent the tenant and be a tenant representative and a landlord. So so it is easier though for both parties to be on the same page, understanding the same amount that's owed. Just and also too, if the landlord is also covering the utilities too, we're also covering utilities too. We're not. That's not our top focus right now, but we're actually are just mainly just focused on rent. But we will get to utilities pretty soon, and we're covering 100% of the utilities.
Wow, that is great news. I didn't even know that. So this is why I have you here, Michael, to explain all these great details. So number one, it's the roof on your head. So you're renting, we want to keep you where you're at. And the way we can do that is through these special funds that we receive through the state of California with Home Key, City of Stockton. Thank you, the City of Stockton, for those of you that are living in the City of Stockton. If you're living in San Joaquin County, talk to San Joaquin County. If you live in Stanislaus County, talk to Stanislaus County. So a lot of these went to counties as well as some cities. So El Concilio is working specifically, our access is with the City of Stockton. And again, they're covering through March 31st, 2021. So if you, let's say during the holiday seasons, you got laid off in December, you haven't paid rent December, January, February, up through March 31st, you could also be taken care of. But again, as Michael said very clearly, work with together with the homeowner or the property manager. Again, this is only for renters, right? So a lot of people get a little bit confused. And I didn't know about the utilities, so that's good to know that you also are helping people with the utilities. What do you need to bring? Where do we go? Can you explain that to us a little bit?
Yeah, so we have our phone number, our 209-644-2690 phone number. You could call, book an appointment. Appointments are getting booked pretty fast, so I would advise if you need it, need to be taught in person or done for it in person, actually really calling really soon to just get a book an appointment. The things that you would need, um, rental agreement between you and the landlord, income, proof of income. Also, too, you have to be behind rent. It's not like last time where we offered a 3,600 amount for renters. It's basically whatever you're behind, and then we'll cover 80% of that. So just
Right.
proof
So
of
what do you owe? It's not like, oh no, I didn't pay. No, it's what do you owe as of right now?
yes, and just solid proof on that. Let me see.
Yeah, that's really good information. So again, this is a program this time is focusing on what do you owe. A lot of our families have not been able to pay because of lack of income, or a lot of dual income families. Somebody had to stay home with kids, so they lost income. So a lot of them were having trouble trying to make rent. So if you're behind on rent, and thank goodness the state of California want to make sure people stayed in their homes. Please do not evict people. So now California and cities, counties are saying thank you for letting people stay there. So how much do they owe now? Right? 2 months, 3 months,
Right,
4 months, 6 months, 8 months.
right.
So it's to show how much you owe. And this is how you work together with the homeowner or the property management that work together with them so they can help cover all these costs.
Yes, and then also too, to book your application, the cutoff date is April 30th.
Wow.
So I would advise, if getting all access to every document that you need soon as possible.
Yeah, so the sooner you can get it in, the quicker. That's what we definitely need to know is what's going on. We want to, see what's happening and help others as for sure, for sure. So thank you for sharing that information. And so is there anything else? Like, so April 30th, everyone, is the deadline. So that's why we're talking about it Facebook Live. We hope you tell your friends, your family, people that are struggling out there. They're afraid they're going to be about to be kicked out because, before, we couldn't kick people out because of the pandemic and some situations. Rules are changing all the time. So we now want to know, how can we make the difference and then take care of our families.
Yes, exactly. Think we hit everything right on the nail. Um, Everything that as much as we could cover. Please
Good.
don't hesitate though if you have any other questions outside of that. I know everybody has their own unique situations. Don't hesitate to call if you have any question that you need answered.
Yeah, and this time we have a great team. We have a call center team, we have reviewers, we have case managers, and Michael, you came back to us, and we're so blessed to have you to review. So, Michael, you have a face, you have somebody to talk to, everybody. So, Michael was there with a huge team, and they're there to answer those calls. What are the hours that I can call in good information?
8 to 8.
8 to 8. Oh my goodness, that's like a nice range of timing. And again, I know a lot of our friends and families are not tech savvy. They don't know how to upload the information or anything. So if you need that extra help because you don't know how to upload the forms, the scan, the rental agreement, all those things, make an appointment. Make an appointment is one of the best things that they're able to get you an appointment time. You bring all your documents, and then they're able to scan and help upload that information. Go to El Concilio's website, www.elconcilio.org. right on our homepage, you'll see that button that says Emergency Relief Fund. Click on that button, it takes you to that site where you need to go. And then, of course, Michael and others, if you get stuck on a certain part, you call, they can help you, guide you through that process. Because sometimes some of us get nervous with these new programs. It's like, oh, did I mess up? And then, of course, this program is a very secure site as well, because some people are afraid to put out all that information.
Exactly. And even if you don't want to, I know all our applications they require, very personal information, social. Even if you don't feel comfortable putting your social, you don't have to.
Oh, that's a great information. And also another reminder, some of us feel that don't know that families that are not in a legal status with the United States or undocumented families can still apply for this.
Apply.
So
Yes.
yes, you can apply. So if you know families that are, I can't do it because, because of my status, no, yes, you can apply. And if you are behind, please do apply and work with your property manager or the homeowner to make it all happen for you. We have a way to process that. Right? Anything else, Michael, as we are, wrapping up our information?
No, I think that's about it. Like I said,
Good. Again, that number is 209-644-2690. Kyle, give us information, share the information with others, just repost. And thank you for joining El Concilio every week live. And we hope you have a good Easter. So there's Easter eggs. And remember, a way to get to your Easter egg is by sharing information, providing resources. And that's what we do with El Concilio, is try to connect you with resources and support for your families in the Central Valley. So get connected, spread the word, help one another, and check out the Raza Talks of this week, talking about Cesar Chavez, helping our community. And enjoy your Easter with friends and family and supporting the beautiful spring day. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Michael, for joining us, part of our emergency relief program that we have here. And thank you, City of Stockton.
Thank you for having me.